Life is unpredictable. It's full of challenges, setbacks, and moments that test your patience, resilience, and strength. But what if you had a blueprint, a timeless toolkit, to navigate all of it with unshakable confidence and clarity? That's where Stoicism comes in. Far from being just an ancient philosophy, Stoicism is a practical, no-nonsense guide for handling the chaos of modern life. It's about mastering your emotions, focusing on what truly matters, and finding peace even in the midst of adversity. In this video, we'll break down 11 powerful Stoic strategies that can help you level up in every aspect of your life. Whether you're facing a tough decision, feeling overwhelmed by life's pressures, or simply striving to live with more purpose, these principles are designed to help you take control and thrive. From cultivating mental toughness to letting go of what you can't control, these ideas will challenge you to see the world and yourself in a whole new way. So, if you're ready to transform how you think, act, and approach life's challenges, stick around. These Stoic strategies aren't just philosophical musings. They're actionable tools to help you live better, stronger, and more fulfilled. Let's dive in and start leveling up today. Number 1. See obstacles as opportunities. Seeing obstacles as opportunities is one of the most empowering ideas in Stoicism. It's rooted in the belief that the challenges we face are not roadblocks to progress. They are the path itself. Marcus Aurelius expressed this beautifully when he said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This principle invites us to look at difficulties not as things that stop us, but as catalysts for growth, learning, and transformation. When life throws challenges your way, whether it's a career setback, a strained relationship, or an unexpected failure, it's easy to feel defeated. Frustration and self-doubt creep in, and you might even start questioning your path. But Stoicism challenges you to pause and reframe. What if this moment, as difficult as it is, holds the key to becoming better, wiser, or stronger? Imagine the missed job opportunity that forces you to reassess your skills and push harder, or the personal failure that teaches you humility and self-awareness. Even the smallest inconveniences, a delayed train, a disagreement with a friend, can be viewed as exercises in patience and emotional resilience. Every obstacle carries within it a lesson, but you need the right mindset to uncover it. This doesn't mean you deny the pain or frustration of hardship. Stoicism isn't about suppressing your emotions or pretending everything is fine. Instead, it's about embracing the reality of your situation and finding a way to use it to your advantage. Like a muscle that grows stronger when faced with resistance, you grow stronger when you lean into life's difficulties and allow them to shape you. When you adopt this perspective, life feels less overwhelming. Challenges stop being things to fear or avoid, and instead become stepping stones. They test you, refine you, and push you to evolve. And when you overcome them, you'll often find yourself grateful for the lessons they taught. So the next time you're faced with an obstacle, take a deep breath and remind yourself, this is the way forward. The struggle isn't a detour, it's part of the journey. What you do with it is what defines you. Number 2. Embrace discomfort. Embracing discomfort is a fundamental Stoic practice, rooted in the belief that growth rarely happens in the comfort zone. The Stoics understood that avoiding hardship only makes us more fragile, while willingly facing discomfort strengthens both the mind and body. By confronting what is difficult, we become more resilient, adaptable, and prepared for life's inevitable challenges. To embrace discomfort doesn't mean recklessly seeking pain or suffering. It's about deliberately exposing yourself to manageable challenges to build inner strength. This could be as simple as waking up early, practicing self-discipline in your habits, or choosing to engage in activities that stretch your limits, like speaking up in a meeting or starting a new fitness routine. These small, intentional acts of discomfort prepare you for larger, unforeseen trials. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, often spoke of voluntary discomfort. He recommended occasionally living as though you had less, eating modest meals, wearing simple clothes, or sleeping in less than ideal conditions. The idea wasn't to punish yourself, but to remind yourself how little you truly need to be content. By doing so, you remove the fear of losing material comforts and build gratitude for what you already have. In modern life, this might look like taking on a difficult project at work, challenging yourself to have uncomfortable but necessary conversations, or stepping outside your routine to try something new and intimidating. Each time you choose discomfort over ease, you train yourself to handle adversity with composure. You're not just surviving discomfort, you're actively learning from it and using it as a tool to grow stronger. More importantly, embracing discomfort helps you shift your relationship with fear and pain. Instead of seeing them as enemies, you start to see them as temporary sensations that can be endured and even welcomed. You begin to understand that the greatest rewards in life often come from pushing through moments of challenge. By leaning into discomfort, you build a deeper sense of confidence in your ability to handle whatever life throws your way. The small sacrifices you make today will prepare you for the larger trials of tomorrow. So, when you encounter something difficult or uncomfortable, don't shy away. See it as an opportunity to grow, to toughen your spirit, and to remind yourself that you are capable of more than you realize. Number 3, be respectful. Respect is far more than a simple formality or polite gesture. It's a powerful expression of understanding and empathy. It's about recognizing the inherent value in every person, treating them with dignity, and acknowledging their humanity. In a world where it's easy to get caught up in disagreements, misunderstandings, or frustration, practicing respect becomes a transformative act that fosters connection and harmony. It's not just about how you treat others, it's about elevating the entire quality of your interactions and your life. For the Stoics, respect was fundamental to living a virtuous and peaceful life. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that he would face people who were rude, selfish, and unkind, but he chose not to let this affect his own behavior. Instead of reacting with anger or bitterness, he met these moments with patience, understanding, and grace. The Stoics believed that everyone is dealing with their own struggles, and the best way to respond is not with judgment, but with empathy. Respect doesn't mean agreeing with everyone, nor does it require accepting harmful behavior. True respect is about strength in action, standing firm in your values without being dismissive, setting boundaries without hostility, and approaching disagreements with dignity. It's the ability to disagree without degrading, to challenge without belittling, and to express your perspective without invalidating others. Choosing respect, even in difficult moments, reflects emotional intelligence and composure. One of the most difficult situations to practice respect is when you feel disrespected yourself. In those moments, it's easy to react defensively or retaliate, but Stoicism teaches us that we can't control how others act, only how we respond. Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, reminds us that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. When someone wrongs us, their behavior is a reflection of their own character, not ours. By choosing to remain calm and composed, we protect our own integrity and avoid lowering ourselves to the level of negativity. Respect isn't just about how you treat others. It begins with how you treat yourself. Self-respect means holding true to your values, protecting your well-being, and recognizing your own worth. It's about not allowing others to diminish your self-esteem or manipulate your sense of self. When you respect yourself, you naturally set the standard for how others will treat you. It builds your confidence and empowers you to stand firm in who you are. The beauty of respect is its ability to change the course of any interaction. A kind word, an understanding ear, or a calm response in a heated moment can shift tension into understanding and conflict into collaboration. Respect is a ripple. It spreads, creating an environment where people feel heard, valued, and more willing to engage positively. When faced with tension or conflict, ask yourself, how can I show respect here? Choosing respect in these moments is not always easy, but it's always worth it. It allows you to transcend pettiness and negativity, to stay grounded in your values, and to build stronger, more meaningful connections. Respect is an active choice, a decision to rise above, to act with grace, and to focus on the common ground rather than the differences. In a world often characterized by impatience and division, respect has the power to create lasting change. It transforms relationships, elevates your own character, and fosters a deeper sense of connection with those around you. By choosing respect, you choose to live in alignment with your highest values, leaving a positive and lasting impact on the world. Number 4. Practice negative visualization. Negative visualization, at first glance, may seem like a strange practice. It involves imagining the worst-case scenarios, not to dwell in negativity, but to enhance our appreciation, gratitude, and resilience. This Stoic technique, championed by thinkers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius, encourages us to reflect on the possibility of losing what we cherish, our health, relationships, or material possessions. By doing so, we learn to appreciate the present and mentally prepare for life's inevitable changes and challenges. This practice isn't about expecting misfortune, but recognizing that nothing in life is permanent. By accepting this reality, we can embrace what we have more fully, knowing that everything is temporary. When we visualize the potential loss of something important to us, it helps us value it more and encourages us to focus on what truly matters. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight. For instance, take a moment to imagine life without a close friend, your career, or your good health. While this might be uncomfortable, it gives you perspective. It helps you realize how precious these things are and deepens your gratitude for them. Negative visualization also builds mental strength by preparing you for hardship. When you mentally rehearse adversity, you reduce the fear of facing it, enabling you to respond more effectively if it occurs. This technique can be particularly powerful when you find yourself frustrated or dissatisfied with something in your life. By visualizing life without those things, you're reminded of their value and can return to a place of appreciation. Negative visualization shifts your focus away from entitlement and dissatisfaction and brings you back to gratitude and mindfulness. Regularly practicing negative visualization trains your mind to detach from external circumstances, focusing on your response instead. It doesn't mean you live in fear or cynicism. It helps you live more intentionally, savoring the present and strengthening your ability to face whatever comes your way. As Epictetus put it, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. By embracing this mindset, we learn that our peace doesn't come from what we have, but from how we respond to both gain and loss. Number 5. Make your stand. Making your stand is about being firm in your beliefs, values, and principles, even when it's challenging or unpopular. It's the ability to stand up for what you know is right, to be unwavering in the face of adversity, and to refuse to compromise your integrity, even when external pressures or circumstances try to sway you. In a world that often values convenience or conformity over conviction, making your stand requires courage and clarity of purpose. At its core, making your stand is about aligning your actions with your deepest values. It means knowing who you are and what you stand for, and refusing to bend to outside forces that seek to change that. This doesn't mean being rigid or closed-minded, but rather having the strength to stay true to your principles while remaining open to growth and learning. It's about setting boundaries that protect your well-being and your sense of self, and not allowing others to overstep them. The Stoics believed that true freedom comes from acting in accordance with your values, not being swayed by the external world. Marcus Aurelius, for example, constantly reminded himself to focus on what he could control, his own actions and reactions, and to not be distracted by the opinions or behaviors of others. To make your stand is to recognize that while you can't control the world around you, you always have the power to control how you respond and what you choose to believe in. Making your stand also requires the courage to face opposition. It's often easier to go along with the crowd or stay silent when confronted with differing viewpoints, but true strength lies in speaking up when it matters. It's about taking responsibility for your beliefs, even when they might be tested or questioned. And while standing your ground can sometimes lead to conflict or discomfort, it can also lead to clarity, respect, and growth. Ultimately, making your stand is an act of self-respect. It's about showing the world that you value yourself enough to honor your principles, even in the face of difficulty. And in doing so, you become a stronger, more grounded individual, someone who stands tall in who they are and what they believe in, regardless of the external challenges they might face. Number 6. Set your course. Setting your course is about defining your direction in life with intention and clarity. It's about creating a roadmap for where you want to go and committing to the actions that will get you there. Life is full of distractions, detours, and uncertainty, but setting your course means establishing a clear vision of your goals and staying true to that path, no matter the obstacles that may arise along the way. It's about aligning your daily choices with your long-term values and aspirations. At its core, setting your course is an act of self-determination. It's about taking responsibility for your own journey and not leaving your future to chance or external influences. This means identifying your true purpose, understanding what matters most to you, and making conscious decisions that reflect those priorities. By setting a clear course, you remove ambiguity from your life and create a sense of purpose that drives you forward, even when things get tough. The Stoics believed in the importance of understanding what is within our control and acting in line with that knowledge. Marcus Aurelius, for example, constantly reminded himself to focus on the things he could influence, his own actions, thoughts, and responses. Setting your course is about doing the same, focusing your energy on what you can control and letting go of the rest. It's about not being swayed by the opinions or actions of others, but having the wisdom and discipline to chart your own path. Setting your course also requires flexibility. While it's important to have a clear direction, life is unpredictable and the journey is rarely linear. There will be unexpected challenges, opportunities, and changes in the environment. Being able to adjust your course when necessary without losing sight of your ultimate goal is a key part of staying on track. It's about being resilient, staying grounded in your purpose, and adapting to what comes your way. Moreover, setting your course means committing to the journey, not just the destination. It's about enjoying the process, embracing the lessons along the way, and growing as a person through every step you take. When you set your course, you give yourself permission to take meaningful actions that lead to progress, even if those actions don't always result in immediate success. Every step counts, and the journey itself is as important as the end goal. In the end, setting your course is about taking charge of your life and refusing to be passive. It's about being clear on your values and making decisions that are in line with your deepest desires. By setting a course with purpose, you create a life that is not only intentional, but also meaningful. It's a journey that is driven by your own choices and guided by the wisdom of knowing where you want to go and why. Number 7. Keep a smile on your face. Keeping a smile on your face might seem like a simple gesture, but it can have a profound impact on your mindset and the world around you. It's not just about putting on a happy exterior. It's about choosing to approach life with a positive attitude, regardless of the challenges or frustrations that come your way. In difficult times, a smile can be a powerful tool to shift your focus, uplift your mood, and even influence those around you. The Stoics understood that while we can't always control the external circumstances of our lives, we can control how we respond to them. Marcus Aurelius, for instance, faced immense challenges as emperor, yet he consistently practiced maintaining a composed and peaceful demeanor, reminding himself that his peace was rooted in his own perspective. Keeping a smile, in a Stoic sense, is about adopting a mindset that is calm, resilient, and rooted in inner strength, no matter the storm you're weathering. A smile does more than just signal to others that you're happy. It can also change your own internal state. Research shows that the simple act of smiling can actually boost your mood and reduce stress, triggering the release of endorphins and other feel-good chemicals in the brain. So, when you face a tough day or an unexpected setback, choosing to smile can be a small yet powerful way to reframe your perspective and keep your emotions in check. But keeping a smile isn't just about your own well-being. It's about how you influence the world around you. A smile can disarm tension, break down barriers, and create an atmosphere of warmth and positivity. In social situations, a genuine smile can invite connection, foster trust, and make others feel at ease. It's a small but meaningful way to spread kindness and encouragement, lifting both your spirits and those of the people you interact with. Of course, this doesn't mean you should ignore your struggles or mask your true feelings. There's a time for vulnerability and authenticity, but in moments where you can control your response, choosing to smile can serve as a reminder that you have the power to choose your attitude. It's a way of affirming your resilience, signaling to yourself and others that you are capable of navigating challenges with grace. Ultimately, keeping a smile on your face is about cultivating a habit of positivity and resilience. It's about training yourself to meet life's difficulties with composure, embracing the good moments with gratitude, and spreading joy wherever you go. A smile may seem like a small thing, but it has the power to change your outlook and make your journey through life just a little bit brighter. Number 8. Set clear parameters. Setting clear parameters is about defining your boundaries, expectations, and limits in a way that creates structure and clarity in your life. It's about knowing what you're willing to accept and what you're not, both in your relationships and your personal pursuits. By setting these parameters, you create a sense of self-respect and ensure that your energy and time are spent in alignment with your values and goals. Without clear boundaries, we risk becoming overwhelmed, overextended, and susceptible to external pressures. For the Stoics, setting clear parameters was integral to living a life of purpose and discipline. Marcus Aurelius, for example, constantly reminded himself to focus only on what he could control, his own actions, thoughts, and responses, and to avoid getting caught up in the distractions or judgments of others. By setting clear internal parameters, he could protect his peace and direct his energy where it mattered most. This mindset allowed him to stay grounded even in the face of the chaos and pressures that surrounded him. In practical terms, setting clear parameters means knowing when to say yes and when to say no. It's about being intentional with your time and energy, ensuring that you're not overcommitting yourself or allowing others to take more than you can give. It means setting expectations with others, whether at work or in personal relationships, so there's no confusion about what you're willing to tolerate and what you expect in return. This doesn't mean being rigid or inflexible, but rather understanding your limits and acting within them. By establishing clear boundaries, you also prevent burnout and stress. When you're clear about what you can handle, you protect your emotional, mental, and physical well-being. It's easy to fall into the trap of trying to please everyone or meet every demand placed on you. But doing so often leads to resentment and exhaustion. Setting parameters ensures that you're honoring your own needs and not sacrificing your well-being for the sake of others. Clear parameters also empower you to stay focused on your goals. Without them, distractions can easily take you off course. When you define what's important to you and make intentional decisions about where to focus your attention, you're more likely to stay on track and make steady progress toward your aspirations. This doesn't mean you won't encounter obstacles, but having clear parameters gives you the clarity to navigate those challenges with purpose and direction. Ultimately, setting clear parameters is about creating a life that is intentional and aligned with your values. It's about being proactive rather than reactive, ensuring that you're always acting in accordance with your highest priorities. By establishing boundaries with others and yourself, you give yourself the freedom to live authentically, protect your peace, and pursue your goals without distractions. Number 9. Maintain a sense of kindness. Maintaining a sense of kindness is a simple yet transformative practice that can profoundly impact both your life and the lives of those around you. Kindness isn't just about grand gestures. It's a way of moving through the world with empathy, patience, and compassion. In an often chaotic and divided world, choosing kindness reminds us of our shared humanity and allows us to create meaningful, positive connections. For the Stoics, kindness was a virtue to be practiced consistently. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote, "Kindness is invincible, provided it is sincere." It was seen not as a sign of weakness, but as a reflection of strength and self-control, the ability to act with virtue even in the face of adversity or negativity. Kindness begins with empathy, the understanding that everyone carries their own unseen struggles. A kind word, a warm smile, or a simple act of generosity can ease someone's burden in ways you may not immediately realize. Being kind doesn't mean allowing others to walk over you or sacrificing your own needs. True kindness involves balancing compassion with boundaries, ensuring that your actions respect both others and yourself. It's not about faking politeness or avoiding conflict. It's about responding to others with dignity and understanding, even when you disagree or face hostility. This ability to remain calm and composed, rooted in kindness, is a mark of inner strength. Kindness also extends inward. Self-kindness means treating yourself with forgiveness and care, recognizing that mistakes are part of being human. When you show compassion to yourself, you build a foundation of resilience and inner peace, making it easier to extend the same grace to others. Kindness towards yourself and others feeds into a cycle of positivity, strengthening your relationships and fostering a more supportive environment. Acts of kindness, no matter how small, have a ripple effect. A single thoughtful gesture can inspire others to act similarly, spreading goodwill far beyond its initial impact. Whether it's offering encouragement, being patient in a tense moment, or simply listening to someone who needs to be heard, kindness creates connections and fosters understanding. Choosing kindness is an intentional act of strength and humanity. It reflects your values and helps you navigate the world with purpose, respect, and grace. In choosing to be kind, you not only enrich the lives of others, but also cultivate a deeper sense of fulfillment and peace within yourself. It's a practice that leaves a lasting legacy, proving that even the smallest acts of kindness can change the world for the better. Number 10. Make yourself a priority. Making yourself a priority is an act of self-respect and self-awareness. It's about recognizing your own value and understanding that your well-being is essential, not just for your personal growth, but for how you show up in the world. It's not selfish or indulgent. It's a necessary step to live a balanced, fulfilling, and meaningful life. At its core, making yourself a priority means taking the time to nurture your physical, emotional, and mental health. This involves setting boundaries to protect your energy and ensuring you have the time and space to care for your own needs. Life is full of demands, whether from work, family, or social obligations, but you can't pour from an empty cup. When you prioritize yourself, you're better equipped to handle challenges and to support others in a meaningful way. One key element of prioritizing yourself is self-care. This goes beyond occasional pampering. It's about consistently making choices that promote your well-being. Eating nourishing foods, exercising regularly, getting enough rest, and managing stress are foundational. But self-care also includes doing things that bring you joy and fulfillment, whether that's pursuing a passion, spending time in nature, or simply taking a break when you need it. Equally important is addressing your emotional and mental health. This means acknowledging your feelings, seeking support when necessary, and creating habits that foster a positive mindset. Journaling, meditation, or talking to a trusted friend or therapist are all ways to stay connected with yourself and work through life's challenges. By making time for these practices, you ensure that your inner world remains as strong and resilient as your outer one. Making yourself a priority also requires saying no when necessary. It can be difficult to decline requests or obligations, especially when you want to please others. But saying no to things that drain you or don't align with your values is essential for maintaining balance. Setting boundaries isn't about shutting others out. It's about creating space for what truly matters to you. When you make yourself a priority, you begin to build confidence and self-worth. You send a message to yourself and others that your needs, dreams, and well-being are important. This isn't about neglecting the people or responsibilities in your life. It's about recognizing that taking care of yourself enables you to give your best to everything and everyone around you. Ultimately, making yourself a priority isn't a one-time act. It's an ongoing commitment to honoring your worth. It's about showing up for yourself every day, investing in your growth, and creating a life that reflects your values and aspirations. By putting yourself first, you empower yourself to live with purpose, confidence, and joy. And in doing so, you inspire others to do the same. Number 11. Remember the bigger picture. Remembering the bigger picture is about keeping your focus on what truly matters in life, especially when faced with challenges, distractions, or setbacks. It's easy to get caught up in the chaos of daily tasks, minor frustrations, or fleeting emotions, but stepping back to see the broader perspective allows you to navigate life with clarity and purpose. It's a practice that grounds you, reminding you of your values, long-term goals, and the legacy you want to leave behind. The Stoics often emphasized the importance of perspective. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, encouraged himself to view life as a whole and to recognize the insignificance of trivial problems in the grand scheme of things. When you adopt this mindset, you're better able to let go of petty grievances and focus on what truly aligns with your higher purpose. Remembering the bigger picture also helps you manage stress and disappointment. When something goes wrong, a missed opportunity, a difficult conversation, or a failure, it's natural to feel discouraged. But by zooming out and seeing the larger context of your life, you realize that most setbacks are temporary. What feels overwhelming in the moment often fades with time, and the lessons you learn from these experiences contribute to your growth and resilience. This perspective can also guide your decisions and priorities. When you remember the bigger picture, you're less likely to waste time and energy on things that don't align with your goals or values. You begin to ask yourself, does this really matter in the long run? Is this contributing to the life I want to build? These questions help you stay focused on what's meaningful, whether it's nurturing relationships, pursuing personal growth, or making a positive impact on the world. Moreover, keeping the bigger picture in mind fosters gratitude. It reminds you of the progress you've made, the people who support you, and the opportunities you've been given. Even during tough times, this perspective helps you see the blessings in your life and the potential for better days ahead. At its heart, remembering the bigger picture is about aligning your actions with your purpose. It's about realizing that life is fleeting and precious, and the way you spend your time matters. By stepping back and viewing life from a broader perspective, you cultivate a sense of calm, resilience, and clarity. You free yourself from the weight of insignificant worries and focus instead on what truly counts. Whether you're pursuing a goal, facing a hardship, or simply navigating the day-to-day, keeping the bigger picture in mind helps you stay grounded. It allows you to live with intention, purpose, and gratitude, ensuring that you spend your time on the things that matter most in the end. Thanks for tuning in. These 11 Stoic strategies are your tools for building a stronger, more resilient you. Life throws challenges our way, but with the right mindset, we can turn them into opportunities. If you found value in this video, give it a like, share it with someone who needs a little Stoic wisdom, and subscribe for more content like this. Remember, the power to level up is in your hands. Start today. Stay strong, stay stoic, and I'll see you in the next one.